Perfect. Then again, welcome everybody. It's January 30th, 2017. Our last call in 2017, and we have something to celebrate. And wonderful Shelley, she just fast-tracked to the sales coordinator this month, and that it's very exciting to see young mom and flourishing like that. Then Shelley, if you can a little bit share with us, what was that big aha then you decided, because you are already a distributor for over a year, right? What was you decided to go for it, and how you work with your new team, how that all happened, and a little bit about yourself too.
For sure. Okay. Well, I have 2 boys, and we've been eating Juice Plus for about a year. The reason why we started was for Henry. He had a lot of trouble with going to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. And so that was kind of the start. I thought, well, I don't need it, but I'll take it, and then he can get it for free. Well, little did I know that 2 weeks later I was going to be feeling amazing. My anxiety is so much better. So it took me a year to get to VF. I just kind of signed up to get the discount, really, was one of those. And I went to boot camp in September, and I just got so inspired by everybody, listening to their stories. And I got my cousin Robin to sign up, and she's kind of what skyrocketed my business. We had an event at her house, and it was just absolutely incredible. There was probably about 15 girls there, and they were all so willing to try, not just to try the product, but to sell it. And that really kind of gave us that boost, where it was like things really kind of started getting rolling from there. And it was kind of like everybody just has been feeding off of each other a little bit, I think. And so then my husband has decided to sign up and sell, and he just fast-tracked to VF this month as well. So it's kind of, it was kind of a slow start, and then I just got that inspiration from boot camp. And the thing I find is most powerful is everybody's story. We sit down and everybody tells their story, and I know that's what really got me to give it a try, was hearing everybody's story. And then you go to boot camp, and you hear more stories and how it's changed people's lives, and everybody is so happy and everybody's so excited, and it just, it really just kind of gave me that boost where, I was convinced that I was going to, I said when I left boot camp, I said, I'm going to be a VF by this time next year. Like, I'm getting a pin. I don't care what I have to do. And a month later, I made VF. And then 2 months later, I made sales coordinators. So I'll be getting 2 pins when I go, at least, if not more.
Yeah.
So yeah. And the cash bonuses are definitely a good incentive too. We told the boys that we were going to take them to Legoland this time next year. So that was really kind of a driving force behind me pushing for that sales coordinator fast track, because I just kept thinking in my head, plane tickets or hotels, or, like it would just help so much, that goal. So
that is awesome. Then I have a question for you. Then going back, that inspiration was big to go to the boot camp, right?
Yes.
Your experience too, and now you actually attract perfect team members. Then can you describe me that first event in Spiritwood, when suddenly Robin, she created her new team with that new first event. What you were doing, how that event looked like, and how you were invited. Too bad Robin it's not on a call, because she is a very powerful lady, right?
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Well, she's just has an addictive personality, that girl. And she had texted me the day before, and she's like, I'm going to have like 3 people here. And I'm like, that's okay. If we can talk to 3 people, that's great. And so we get there, and people just kind of kept coming. And she had a table full of snacks and hors d'oeuvres, and everybody was having drinks, and it was just a really relaxed atmosphere where everybody just kind of sat and had their snacks, and we talked. And as the night went on, you just kind of would talk to more people and share a little bit more. And all of a sudden, you know, Amy, one of Robin's distributors, you know, she had kind of said like, you know, well, we're really healthy. We don't really need this. But I had mentioned that, you know, Doug and I have a young family. We have 2 young boys, and now that we're both taking Juice Plus, we kind of went from going through the motions of being parents and just kind of getting them to Taekwondo, getting them to school, getting supper made, to actually having the energy and like laughing again, or enjoying each other like we were before we had kids. You know, we aren't so tired, and we have that energy, and we're both just kind of happier. We're in better moods, and we can joke around a lot more. And I had shared that with her, and she said yes. Like, they have 3 boys. And she said that is exactly what our life is like right now. It's get them to hockey, get them to school, get a healthy supper made, and try to clean the house, and you're done. You know, like collapse onto the couch, watch TV together for a half an hour, go to bed.
Yeah.
So, you know, that really, it was kind of just, you know, everybody sharing, and that's, like I said, with everybody's story is so powerful. And Brittany had said that your story changes, and it really does, because my story started with Henry, where it helped him so much with going to the bathroom, and then my anxiety, I cut my anxiety medication in half, and now, you know, my husband and we're just, you know, really enjoying each other again. And, you know, Doug's hiding around corners and scaring me, and I'm just like, what are you doing? You know, just funny little things that we used to do to each other that we kind of forgot, and now we're doing it again because we feel better and have more energy, and you know, it's kind of less of a worry about, you know, worrying about if the boys are getting enough and stuff like that. So
well, that is awesome. And then that event which you did you, like, it was structured, like everybody just, you introduce each other, they just share their story, or it was just in the conversation?
Well, it was started out with structure, where I kind of introduced myself, introduced the product, and introduced Tina and Roxanne, and we just kind of talked about, you know, the product a little bit, explaining the process and this and that, and then I kind of told my story, and that's kind of when Roxanne took over a little bit and got a little more into the technical side of things, where she kind of explained the process, and then she shared her story with thyroid disease. And Tina kind of, you know, shared her story as well. And once we were kind of done that, everybody just, you know, I think there had been a few glasses of wine drank by this point. So everybody was pretty chatty, and everybody was just kind of talking. And so then they'd start asking questions, and those girls, they're just so, you know, they've all sold something. They've all sold Tupperware or whatever. So they're not scared of that idea of starting a business kind of thing. And by the time we left, Robin had like her NMD structure like laid out, where she's like, okay, so I need 5 sales coordinators. Okay, so I've got this person and this person and this person. And, you know, like we walked out of there just like, we couldn't believe it. You know, it was, it was incredible. So, but yeah, we just kind of, you know, started out, introduced the product, you know, this is what we have. We made smoothies. We had some bars, and I had made some of the protein balls. So we had those as well. And we just kind of, you know, handed out, I just had the product sitting there. Everybody could kind of snack on it, handed out some shake single serves and whatever. I made sure that I had some of my mom's Hascap syrup, because you put that in with a complete, and I mean, it's just like, I almost feel guilty doing that, because you can't not order it after you try it.
What do you, oh, your wonderful syrup.
The Hascap, So yeah, we just kind of, it was just a really fun, relaxed environment, you know, where we were still sharing everything, but it also was just kind of fun. Everybody was there to just kind of enjoy themselves and have fun, and there was no pressure, absolutely no pressure for anyone to order. So
yeah, it is awesome. Then now I have other question. Then now that was this event, and now from that, then how often you were doing event in the spirit?
we went back to Spiritwood 2 weeks later.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to get there as fast as we could while everybody was still so excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we went there and everybody went home so super excited about it because it was just such a good event and you know it. Yeah, so we tried to get there as fast as we could to kind of keep that momentum going. And I think Robin signed up three distributors in those 2 weeks.
Okay, that is awesome. Then,
so yeah,
that congratulations. Then, Shelley, now how are you using with your team our Transform Me website? Like, are they using it?
Not as much as what we should be. I know I need to kind of be. That's something I need to sit down and really kind of take a really good look at. My nephew just got here, so I'm smiling at him as he's in the kitchen. So yeah, no, I need to sit down and kind of really get. We're going to be doing training on Saturday with you.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah,
would be to go over kind of thing. We can
perfect.
Go over that and introduce it to everybody and start using that resource. But we do a lot of group chat, like a lot of, you know, the Facebook chats. We have a couple different groups. And so to make sure that the information gets across, and it sometimes, you know, gets to you 2 or 3 times through all the different chats, which is a good thing too. So
yeah, then you don't miss it.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Well, then, and I will see you on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Then again, thank you so much, Shelley, for sharing. And do you have guys any question for Shelley? You can unmute yourself if you have any question.
I have a question.
Sure.
Are you all stay-at-home moms?
I am. Robin, she's actually a school teacher. She teaches elementary, and she's going to university right now getting her master's, and she's a single mom.
Okay.
So that was a big driving force for her for the cash. Was she just said, she's like, this is my tuition, you know. So, and Amy is a stay-at-home mom as well. Angela, she does Taekwondo. She teaches Taekwondo and does a few things like that. But her sister-in-law, who she just signed up, Nicole, I think she's a stay-at-home mom. So, yeah.
Okay.
That is great vision, actually bringing that freedom to the family, right? That is fantastic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're a single income family. You know, I stay at home, and we've just kind of made some changes so that I can stay at home with the boys, and this has really helped. It's kind of made a trip to Legoland actually seem possible now. So it's really been, I tell people all the time that Juice Plus has been a life changer for me, not just in terms of our health, but in terms of just, I don't know, everything. I don't know. It's the business and the people who I've met, and, you know, I get to go out and have, you know, a glass of wine with some ladies who I just love to hang out with. So I think it's like an ideal for stay-at-home moms. Gets you out there, gets you doing something.
Yeah, that is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And, you know, you could see, like, you know, all the new NMDs, they are mostly stay-at-home moms or moms on a mission, right? Then it is big driving force. And it was for me too. Now it's 17 years ago, but it was for me biggest force. I don't have to work for somebody. I am working for myself, and I can be around my kids. Right? That was huge. Then Shelley, thank you so much for sharing. Anybody has question for Shelley before I stop recording? Okay, then I will